this year, my cousin's 16-month-old son was accidentally hit by a vehicle in the driveway of his home. This poem starts out hopeful, a little cheery but mainly appreciative because that's what I was feeling when my mom called me to let me know that Flight for Life had arrived and baby Sage was on his way to the emergency room. It got me thinking about how great humanity is and how great our society is in that we provide education, training, and technical schools so that we have something such as these first responders that can attend us in these crises. This poem ends a little more bitter. That doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of what I was feeling when I found out that Sage didn't make it that night. Sage Joseph Gustafson was 16 months old when he was accidentally hit by a vehicle in the driveway of his home. Sage ended up dying and the person driving was his grandpa. But this poem starts out hopeful. Sometimes life gives us lemons. Sometimes curveballs, but nothing's unique. Everyone falls. Sometimes it's not helpful to make lemonade, and sometimes impractical to live for decades if great quantities appear, but even then, please, trust you can steer. And although what they say is contrary, the number of lemons we get is arbitrary. But randomness can make a mess, so suck on the lemons. A silly face is sign of success. Suck on the lemons, but spit out the seeds because you've got to remember not to water the weeds. Because the weeds take what our happiness needs, and that is intentionality. You know, humanity impresses me. We come in different types, all with varying likes, working together to ensure that our organism will endure. It's completely biological, but its beauty is intrinsical, eliminating intrusive bodies when we can, healing failing bodies with a willing hand. It's scientists and all they know. Philosophers and all they show. It's the farmers and all they grow. It's engineers' designs, still signs of long ago. The oceans flow, the ships bestow defense against the blow of wind. So we transcend a distance that's so large. New experiences offered with each incoming barge, paving the way for the bodies of the future, making life for us a bit more conducive. And that is the reason we live, to try to provide and to try to give birth to the next generation. Propagating permutation DNA is our common foundation. To bacteria we share relation. We did not come from creation, we came from stardust, and I trust that we don't have free will. Though some try to instill a grander scheme, that is simply our cultural mean. We want to produce, to replicate. So lust and desire are strictly our fate, and I know it might sound harsh to hear that I don't believe things happen for a reason. But harsh is watching pastor preach of our already very sorrowful season, while images of babe flush on funeral screen because 16 months was all Sage had seen. 1 year and 4 months was all Sage had seen, and I find it obscene to tell his grandpa that although accidental blood has stained his hands, it was some benevolent God who rules these lands that willed this tragedy. Nobody understands. Because nobody understands. So fall into family and lean onto friends, because I know you're starting to feel queasy. This reality is not easy. But if we're all in this together, then one day it will get better. This pain, it can't last forever.